to another session of the School of Thought, Lunch and Learn. This is Dr. Khannah Josué, your certified transformation coach and certified brain coach. Now, today's topic is a spinoff from my last topic, responding versus reacting. I had a viewer that asked a question. Would you please do a school of thought on how to daily position ourselves to hear in order to respond intelligently? Well, today I am responding with this podcast, how to position yourself to hear in order to respond intelligently, the Shema life. All right, let's explore the power of position first. Before we can respond wisely, we must first hear rightly. The quality of your response is directly connected to the posture of your heart and mind before you ever even open your mouth. Let's recap the Hebrew word Shema. What does it mean? It means to hear, understand, and obey. That means positioning ourselves daily to instruction for living, a healthier balance and successful life. To hear with clarity and to hear with the intent to act responsibly. Think of it this way. If your radio is not tuned to the right frequency, the message will come through distorted. The same is true for us. If we're not spiritually, mentally, and emotionally positioned to hear, then our response will be distorted, reaction instead of intelligent response. Here's some daily practice to help position yourself. First, quiet your mind. Every morning, before the noise of the day starts, find silence, whether it's prayer, meditation, or simply sitting still. This creates space to actually hear. Second, set your intention. That is very important. We say often, it was not my intention to be late or to hurt you or to even say this and say that, etc. Meaning your intention went rogue. It's out of control. It's directing itself, and then you find yourself picking up the pieces after. Intention set the posture of your heart and directs your thought. You don't come after the intention. You direct the intention to match what you want to say, what you want to do. You don't allow it to go on its own. Then you have to come back and make excuses, picking up the pieces, going through an apology tour because my intention was different than my action. You have to line it up. Number 3, feed your mind right. What do I mean by that? What you consume first thing in the morning sets your hearing. Start with affirmations or gratitude. You can even start with a scripture. Don't let your first input be social media or the news. I know it's tempting because the first thing you want to do is pick up your phone. First thing you want to do is check your email or go on social media. So you have to intentionally be conscious and say, no, I am going to feed my mind something else. Number 4, check your emotions. Unprocessed emotion distort hearing. A cluttered heart produces cloudy response. Acknowledging your feelings without letting them rule. Clear the channel so you could hear more clearly. Number 5, practice pausing. Hearing isn't just about sound. It's about space. Before you respond to that email, your spouse, your business partner, or that challenge, pause and listen inside. Ask yourself, am I positioning to respond intelligently, or am I about to react emotionally? That just happened to me recently, that owner of a company responded to a email based on what someone else said, and she quickly sent it to me. And when I read it, I knew she didn't take time out to actually listen, pause, before she even sent this email to me. And I could see it because she tried to recall the email when, her mind was like, what did you just do? It was too late because I saw it. Now you lost my business. So be very careful. Pause. Think about it. Stop going through these apology tour. I didn't mean to. That was not my intention. You have the power to control your intention, to control how you respond. To respond intelligently, you have to stop leading with your response with raw emotion. Right? When your emotions are in charge, your response go off the track and quickly becomes what? A reaction. This is why you must practice. I tell my mentees that all the time. The practice comes with every conversation. Not with what you pick, this conversation, that. No. Every conversation is a moment to practice. Every disappointment, every frustration, to pause and position yourself before you speak. Responding intelligently is not magic. Switch off the flip or you switch it on. It actually is a muscle you must exercise. Just like your physical muscle. You can't gain muscle overnight. You can't gain muscle just sitting there. You have to practice. Right? Just like the physical strength. Your response muscle grows through consistency and practice. The more you practice, the more natural it becomes. Soon, instead of reacting out of frustration, you'll find yourself responding with wisdom, clarity, and purpose. All right? I have an example for you. From one of the principles of life, Josué often said, he who has ears to hear, let him hear. He wasn't talking about physical ears. He was talking about positioning the heart to truly listen with the intent to obey, to follow the instruction you hear. When Israel was told, Shema, Israel, it wasn't just, hey, listen. The translation was, align yourself, position yourself, prepare to respond with obedience. When you position yourself daily to hear, the following will happen. Your words will carry more weight. Your relationships are healthier. Your decisions are wiser. Your life produces fruit that lasts. A life of Shema is a life where hearing and responding are aligned. They become intimate with one another and produce good fruit that will last, that will remain. It's a daily positioning yourself to tune into the right frequency so your response build rather than break, heal rather than harm, create rather than destroy. Ask yourself these questions. How am I positioning myself each morning to hear clearly? Another question. Do my first input prepare me to respond with wisdom or push me into reaction? Another one. Am I aligning with my divine direction voice before I align with the world's noise? Good question to ask yourself. Now, for my closing, I want you to remember this. You cannot respond intelligently if you're not positioning intentionally. So today, practice Shema. Hear with the intent to respond wisely. Don't just live life on default reaction. Position yourself daily to hear so that every response add value to your mental, emotional, and spiritual state. Thank you so much for joining me on another episode. And if this one encouraged you, please share it with somebody. Share it with your friends, your social media, your children, your spouse, your prayer group, right? Let's raise a culture of intelligent responders. Now, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more wisdom nuggets. Visit KhannahJosué.com, right? And stay connected with the upcoming classes workshop. I have a wisdom nugget that's coming up on September 19. I want you to sign up for it. It's on my website, KhannahJosué.com. It's free, and we're going to talk. Whatever that's making you feel stuck in life, we're going to talk. So register, KhannahJosué.com. It's called Wisdom School of Thought, Wisdom Nuggets. You're going to love it. It's going to be productive. And thank you again for joining me. Until next time, stay still enough to hear, wise enough to discern, and bold enough to respond with truth. Shalom.